Yeah. Hey, turn me up, turn me up. Yeah. Alright. I'm Jonah in the belly of the beast, nigga. I be damned if I die in these streets, nigga. Hands up for the money, we gon' reach, nigga. Jonah in the belly of the beast, nigga.
I had about 40 to 50 records, and we just was sitting on music. And Steve came to me and was like, yo, I'm gonna put out a song of yours today. I was like, I got it. So he put it out on a
How'd he
Wednesday.
put it out?
He put it out through MySpace.
Okay.
He just put out a random song on MySpace. Then the next day, the next week, he was like, yo, I want to put out this song. It's Mickey. So he puts it out. I was like, all right, go ahead. Put it out. Third week, he was like, yo, I'm about to put this record out. So he puts it out. I think nothing of it. Then the fourth week, he comes to me and he's like, yo, I need a new record. I need you to make a record so that we could put out. I was like, yo, why are we putting out all of this music? He was like, yo, you growing a crazy fan base because you're putting out a song every week. And I was like, what are you talking about? Why are you releasing my music? We had a bad argument about this. And then I looked at the MySpace and I saw that it was growing. Mm-hmm. And I reached out to Chuck English, yeah. And we were having talks about doing something. But I remember doing Robot Rock. And Robot Rock was on Heaven's Fallout, but I just extended it for Steve so he would leave me alone. Mm. And it started hitting blogs. The fifth week came around. I believe I forgot what the record was. It was another unreleased record that we just put out. And then the sixth week, he was like, yo, we were with Knowledge from Kids in the Hall. And he was like, yo, we need to put something out. We need to let's do a collab with Knowledge. And why don't you go at Nah Right? And I said, all right, bet. So I shot at Nah Right. And once I got on Nah Right, oh my God. That changed my life. Because now I'm on the biggest blog, and every time I put a song out, I was on Nah Right. On top of the fact, me and the Cool Kids just did Rockin' and Rollin', and we shot the video the next day, and we did a show that same night.
Damn. So, you're dropping you're dropping a record. You're dropping a record every week.
Yep.
That went for what? 17? You did that 17 weeks.
Right? Nah, we did that for 35 weeks.
35 weeks? Okay. You one of those songs was the I'm Shine song.
Yes.
At that point in time, like we got like Kendrick that's got the really dope song where he raps from the perspective of Nipsey in that record in the last verse. And we've seen throughout hip hop there's been people that embody other people or other things or inanimate objects like Nas's gun, and they figure out a way just to paint imagery.
Yes.
In this record, you spoke from the perspective of Shine being able to look around and see what's happening now as well. Yeah. And that was a time where that really wasn't happening like that. One, what moved you to write that? And then what was the response?
So essentially what happened was there was Sean Bell, he was shot 50 times in New York City on the night of his wedding, the night before his wedding. And a lot of rappers were doing Sean Bell tributes. I don't feel like naming a lot, but there was a lot of the New York rappers. And I don't want to say that they did it all for clout or whatever, but a lot of it it was just back to back to back. It was too much. It was like, what is happening right now? So Steve was like, yo, you need to kind of rap from the perspective of Sean and be like, why are these niggas rapping about me? Like, you know what I'm saying? That was his, that was initially what he said. Like, why are these niggas rapping about me? And I was like, my thing with Steve was it didn't matter what he told me to do, I was gonna do it because I trusted him that he knew what he was talking about.
Okay.
And we just put, we found the beat, I recorded to it, and then put it out, and the response was crazy because people were like, yo, he's rapping as Sean Bell. And it was a powerful chorus, like 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4, 48, 49, 50 shots more. White man, black world. No, black man, white world. This is my song, my life, my art, I'm Sean. Like it was a powerful song, man. And, it hit really hard, and I'm just lucky that I had other records because I didn't want to feel like I was I don't want to say profiting, but just like building a career off of that one particular song. You know what I mean?
So tell me about how recording that record with Drake or working with Drake even came about.
So I had found Drake on MySpace in like 07. And he was a television star. So he had a lot of white fans. He had a lot of Canadian white fans from Degrassi. And he had a record with Pusha T. I never forget. The record with Pusha T was hard. And I reached out to him. He never responded. Then Omen, who produced for Fab, I think he did I can't remember the record. It was him and Paul Kane, Fab and Paul Kane. He was like, yo, I got this record that I want you on with this artist named Drake. I was like, homie from Canada? He was like, yeah, I want you to do a verse for it. This is the record. So he sent it to me. Drake's chorus was already on there and his verse was on it.
Okay.
Now he bodied it. He bodied the chorus. He bodied the verse. I took a little longer than I normally would to get the verse done. What made me write my verse was Omen hit me like, yo, you took too long. I sent the record to Dre. Now Drake is working with Dre. So I'm like,
oh man.
So when he told me that, the next day, my verse was done. And that's why I went so crazy. Then he was like, yo, I want to get Travis on the record. Obviously, I had already met Travis the year before. So I called Travis. I'm like, yo, I want you to get on this record with me and this new cat named Drake. And he was like, whatever, I got you, Mickey. You my guy. Just put me in contact with Omen. Put him in contact with Omen. And that's how the record happened. Now, at this time, I'm bubbling. I'm like hot, white hot. So we put the record out. Omen puts the record out. The record doesn't get no traction. So I'm like, yo, let me put it out through our channels to get it out there. And when I do that, it hits. Okay. And if you check the blog posts, it's like, yo, Mickey Factz got this record with Travis from Gym Class Heroes and some Canadian rapper. People didn't even know who he was.
Man.
And, during that time, Drake was hitting me like, yo, I just want to be on Nah Right. He was like, that's all I care about. Can you get me on Nah Right? I was like, yeah. I was like, I got you. And we got Drake his first feature on Nah Right. That was through Mickey Factz.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, turn me up. Yeah. All right. I'm chilling in the belly